Then I spent the day fighting with the stats, health, and UI. My not having a good plan really bit me in the butt here, because I had to keep troubleshooting issues and just didn't have any direction of what I needed to do set in place. In the end, I had to redo the whole stat system the same way I did with the floors. You can really hear here on my last update, I know I'm screwed. And that's pretty much all I got, so that just means tomorrow I need to put in a boss, I need to get a menu, I need to do sound effects, I need to put in music, I want to add one more enemy, and I've got to do the layout designs and get in the... Not too much, it shouldn't be too hard to do, right? So, we'll see how much I can get done. Panic day. I had so much to do today, I just jumped in and basically went on autopilot, just trying to complete everything I could. I started off adding sound effects and music. This isn't a tough step, but super time consuming. At least it is for me. The rules allow us to use audio elements we have the rights to use. And a while back, I purchased a whole bundle that's full of music. I spent far too long through it and trying to find sounds that all work together. With sound in, it was time to get level design. I figured I could get a little randomness in each level if I made one layout for each floor, but then made different with all elements like orbs, enemies, and the exits in different places. That way, whenever you enter a floor, it has one of 4 variations that could load. Okay, with the sounds in and the levels laid out, I still need to add a boss. I had really hoped to do more with it, and I had to do some very simple AI. The boss can either teleport directly at you, or shoot one of 2 real attacks. None of this is what I wanted to be doing on the last day. At this point, I still had no menus, no windscreen, no death screen. I still didn't even have a title for the game. So panicking hard. Got boss to a passable state and jumped back into Photoshop to send the menus. At this point, it's 9:30 on day 7, and I'm starting on the menu design. I then proceeded to spend like half an hour trying to figure out what to call this game. I honestly can't even tell you why I was making some of the decisions I was making at this point. I literally just started putting stuff in any way I could. Then ran into a few issues that just killed all my momentum. I don't know why this one happened. I've never really had this issue before, but I made a sprite and set it up in construct so that the cursor should appear as that sprite instead of the arrow. But for some reason, it just worked. As the last ditch effort, I tried to just create the sprite on the screen and have it set its position on the mouse, but so I had to scrap it. So sadly, this game played with an arrow. Then games to do some playthroughs on the actual build. For some reason, it was good. It was only happening on export. It was working just fine in the builder, which means for every change I made, I had to actually wait for it to build and export. And after long fighting with that, it turns out that in WJS build, do not like it. The song title has any other character in it that's not a letter or a number. It turns out something like a hash in the file. Once I remove that, everything's fine. I think that's happened in the past and I forgot it, but I don't think for this. At this point, it was past midnight, so I never got to fully test out the build because I was just out of time. I ended up uploading the build at about 12:20. Told you it was extra time. I set the game to private with a password because I was done and just didn't feel setting up the itch page. I posted the link in the Discord, and then I tried to do it.
Разработка разработку и на Unity. Безопасность.
База данных и как сделать сайт с помощью веб-фреймворков.
В наших занятиях мы рассказываем основные практиков программирования, которые имеют широчайшую базовую искусственный интеллект в веб-разработке.
After work the next day, I sat down to play the game all the way through the first time. Never go to after the jam ends. Made it to the final boss. I beat it and had the screen dip to black and then just sit there. Yep, I screwed something up when defeating the boss. The fade out triggers, but then nothing happens. So, oops. So I guess my only hope is that no one can actually beat it and then they won't know. So let's just hope for that. In the end, I just tried to make a game that was much larger than I actually had the time to make. And because of that, I had to cut corners. More than I usually do in a game jam, even. Overscoping is a little time, and if you don't have your plan solid from the start, you're just going to flounder the whole time. I was still messing around figuring out design issues on day 7. Of course, there's going to be problems. Overall, it's not that bad though. I had a good time, minus day 7 because most of that was just panic. But I have been going through a pretty low confidence period, and even though this game didn't turn out the way I wanted, I made some really cool art, played with mechanics, and was able to submit on time. If I make it to the next round, I'll get a chance to fix up a bunch of those issues. If not, I'll still fix the major bug, like not being able to win, but I'll probably just leave it at that. I learned a lot from this project, and that's what I value most. The next time I make something, I should be able to avoid at least some of the headaches that I had here. That's why I really like game jams. There's something about that deadline that lets me cut my lessons from it and move on. So this is me from the future jumping in with a quick update. After I recorded all this, the results were posted on the Discord. A huge congratulations to Usopp Pro for taking the #1 spot in the first round. Somehow I came in second. Our team came in third, and our studio fourth. The 4 of us moving on to the next round sometime on the person just won on my month with a bug that makes it impossible to win. If you do want to play the game and it's curve free, you're more than welcome. The link is in the description of this video, and the password is UGJ. All capitals, no spaces. Make the game public in the next round when hopefully I fix everything and it doesn't break on completion. So once again, congratulations to Subprod and all of the other contestants for finishing their games. And now back to Pasty for the recorded video. So that's my game. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into its creation, and maybe you learned a few things, or maybe a few things not to do. Please check the other contestant games dev websites to see how they approach the same theme. All the links are down in the description. If you made it this far, the video, you're awesome, and I totally appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you have questions or comments, you leave them below, message me on Twitter, or join Discord with a bunch of people. If you online, обучаем вас.
Я позор, не пью. Нет. Не, думаю, ты себя не так думаешь. Нет, нормально. Вот не, я себе только думаю, что вот это есть смысл. Я себе задумаю. Вот нет. Вот нет, наоборот, наоборот. А, все портит, вот это есть на самом деле. Все портит, что когда... Ну нет. Ну ты не умеешь петь просто, да, вот он умеет играть. Вот это есть на самом деле. А, петь не, вот это есть на самом деле. Вот это есть, ну да, ну вот я говорю там тебе. А, вот это, да. Это... Нет, это ну нахер. Нет, нормально. Я тоже так себе думаю, да? Ну, вот. Не надо, чего не ищет. Да, про себя так думает. Ну, да. Ну, я понял, пацан. Да, вот он собирает. Я не то. Да, да, все будут. Да, ну да, все мы вшивы. Достану. Я оставлю. Упрощение. Что-то нет, даже Есть, это типа здорово. Ты уже устал, ты лежал. Лежал. Пиши, говорит.